love chapter, 1 Corinthians 13. And verse 5, it goes, and I want to focus on verse 5. Love keeps no record of wrongs. Love keeps no record of wrongs. During the time that I was struggling for 10 long years, all Danny's sins kept replaying in my mind. And I could hardly forget about them. In fact, I would cry over them every day. I would beg on my knees to ask him, will you please change? Will you please stop your vices? Stop womanizing, stop this and that. To no avail. But, long story short, I kept the relationship, so we were together for years and years. But in between those periods, ang dami pong in-between stories. Why? Because aside from that, I discovered that at the age of 17, he had a murder case. So, ano yung murder case na yun? Nakakatawa, when we were guests in a radio station, so happened that was the first time the radio anchor asked him, ano po yung murder case nyo? Ako naman, pastor na siya, never ko naman tinanong about that murder case. Noong ko lang na-discover nung guest na kami sa radio station na parang, okay, ano ba yung murder case? Sinaksak ko siya, ganyan. But what did I do? I kept the relationship, fought for it, okay? Until at the age of 18, guess what happened to me? I got pregnant. So, I tried removing the baby. Kaya lang natakot din ako, hindi ko kaya. So, I kept it, but it took like 6 months for me to really reveal it to my parents. Kasi lumalaki na, so parang hindi ko na matago. His parents came to our house and tell me, nag-meet yung dad niya at dad ko. Sabi, buntis ako, That was a painful news for my parents. But you know what they said? We don't want you to get married with this guy. You're not gonna get married with him because we don't like him. We're gonna send you abroad. Do everything just so you will not end up with him. Pero hindi ganun ang nangyari because his parents came to our house, they talked, until they agreed, okay, mag-live-in na lang muna. But, 2 weeks shortly after transferring, guess what I discovered? 2 weeks. Anong na-discover ko? There's somebody. Alam mo yung tipong in the middle of the, parang teleserye, in the middle of the night, you wake up, and then your partner is not beside you. When you go down the stairs, may kita mo, andun sa corner on the landline, and then 2 in the morning, and then tatanungin mo, okay, sino ko sa mo? Yan, bababang ganun. Wala, si pare, whatever. Pero I love you kay pare. Love you, pare. Whenever I see something, hear something, would they make amen? Would they admit? He never did that. You see, until I gave birth, these were some of the things that I encountered. But still, I fought for the relationship. I lived a very miserable life. I was in pain the whole time. From the moment I transferred to their house, I lived literally hell on earth for the next 10 years. You see, there's one incident that was really very unforgettable. Siyempre, alam ko na nandyan si Michelle. So I said, okay, I'm willing to wait. Because I waited, there were a lot of times where whenever we're together, Michelle kept calling. But whenever she calls, there are times that he would, go farther from me. But if you're inside the car driving, you cannot go down. If you're in the middle of the road, right? So, tumawag si Michelle, and then Michelle asked the question, katabi mo ba? Katabi mo daw ba ako? Is she beside you? Am I beside Danny? So sabi ni Danny, because I'm on the passenger seat, Danny's on the wheel, and so sabi ni Danny, oo, katabi ko. Pabulong. Nahihiya siya sa akin. But if you're in the car, even if you whisper, rinig na rinig mo yung nasa receiver at rinig na rinig mo yung nagsasalita, right? So, Did you ever imagine how I was feeling that time? So it's like telling me, I am in love with her and I don't love you anymore. What did I do? Did I go down the car? I did not. Did I get the phone? I did not. Did I tell them to stop talking? I did not. You know what I did? I just said, Lord, I give this pain to you and I will choose to forgive. I choose to forgive. What I did was, I sang the song, God will make a way. Because the song goes, God will make a way when there seems to be no way.